Okay, let's try again. Okay, there should be audio now. Okay, there should be audio now. What is this? Members only live stream. Bruh. Let me know if y'all can hear me. This is so delayed and I don't know what is happening. Okay. Okay, bet. Yeah, it's OBS. Like, it's so bad. And for some reason with my DJI, like, they don't want to work together. So I don't know, like, the camera stops working or starts freezing and all that. Let me add my LUT real quick. But Thank you guys for joining the live, despite all this technical issues. Yeah, OBS is so irritating. Like, to be honest, all of the streaming platforms, I've used OBS and Streamlab, I think that's what it's called. They both get on my nerves. Maybe I might as well play music. Okay, everything looks fine. I'm dead, looking fine as hell. Thank you. Drop where you guys are watching from in the chat. I'm interested to know where you guys are at. Favorite Kendrick album? That one is hard. For me, it's between To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City, but to be honest, they both hold a special place in my heart. I just started your vids this morning, lol. Well, welcome. I appreciate the love. I'm from NY, but I live in ATL now. Okay, that's what's up. Charlotte, North Carolina, but from New York. Okay. That's funny. People from the north moving down south and people from the south moving up north. Good Kid, Mad City is better. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like it depends on what you like in music. And then, I don't know, like, they're both crazy albums, but I know a lot of people don't like To Pimp a Butterfly because of the sound. So, I don't know. To each his own. I don't think one is better than the other, though, personally. I enjoy both equally. To Pimp a Butterfly is more for the culture. Yeah, exactly. Like the impact was crazy. And it changed things. He never like nobody else has done a rap album like that and went like the jazz funk route. That was very risky. And then also like the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff. It was just very impactful. Wesley's Theory is a top 5 Kendrick song. I don't know. It's so hard with Kendrick because he has so many good songs. Like, I don't know. It's such a difficult thing. I would be interested though. I did a live yesterday with a couple other music heads or whatever. And one of the questions that came up was, who are your top 5? And this could just be of all time, maybe currently, whatever. But I'd be interested in hearing what everybody else's top 5 is. This could be rappers, singers, just any musician. If you could listen to 5 artists for the rest of your life, who would they be? All his albums are impactful though. Yeah, to be honest. And I feel like people are afraid to admit that or they don't want to accept it, but that's facts 100%. I'm gonna play some music because it's like dead silent. And I should have put something on in the background. Hopefully, this doesn't interfere with anything. Let me know if there's an echo when I start playing music. Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z, Kendrick, Chris Brown. Interesting. I feel like I never hear people mention CB in their top five. But I'm a Chris Brown stan, so I support that. But I think that's a solid five. Like, you have a good mix of like a little bit of everything. You got the good production, you got the melodies from Drake, you got Jay-Z with the bars, you got Kendrick with the bars and the storytelling, and then you have CB for like the vibes. Rappers, Logic, M, Mac Miller, K Dot, and Drake, they all have personal meanings for me. I think that's a solid list also. A lot of people shit on Logic, and I'm sure you know that as a Logic fan, but he can rap. I had like a Logic phase in like high school and stuff. Um, but I don't know. I went to the Breezy Bowl. He earned a permanent spot after that. LOL. I wanted to go to Breezy Bowl so bad, but I've been going to a lot of different concerts this year, so I had to preserve my coin for like other stuff. I saw Kendrick, I saw Beyonce. I went to Europe this year. Um, who else did I see? I saw Davido. I saw Thundercat just last week, and then I'm going to oh my god, why am I blanking? Camp Flognaw next week. So yeah. Don't get me started on Logic. LOL. Love him, but I can admit he's corny. Yeah, like that's where he lost me, and he has the potential to really do great things, but sometimes it just comes off as corny. And sometimes I feel like low key, he kind of has like a lack of identity because he's so inspired by different artists. But when I hear his music now, I always hear his influences. Sometimes I'll hear like a Nas or like Kendrick or Cole. Like, I want him to identify his own sound. Damn. I'm a Logic hater and I have no rational reason for it other than I hate how he talks. That's crazy. You got to listen to his music. Like the early projects, especially, it's actually really good. I feel like a lot of people put Logic off because it's the popular thing to do, like hate him. But nope, most people have not listened to his music for real. And I think y'all should. He can rap when he wants to. Yeah, I don't know. I just want him to do better. But I haven't listened to anything recent, so I'm like really behind. Would you ever do collab content? People have asked me that before, and I don't know because I don't know if other people want to see that type of stuff. I've done it on Instagram, but I haven't done it on YouTube. So I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are and how you present the idea to me. He doesn't know how to stay on task. Great. What's your favorite Logic project? I can't answer that. Damn. How come? Or it's just like all of the projects are that good, or you can't choose between which ones you like. They all hold a different place in my heart. That makes sense. That's me with Kendrick. Like, it's hard to choose. I feel like every project has affected me in a different way. But I can tell you my top projects. I just can't tell you the top project. I will say I go back to Under Pressure the most. Oh yeah, I love Under Pressure. That was like when I was going through my Logic phase. I used to bump that album heavy. Top five female rappers: Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Foxy Brown. I feel like you're one of the first people to put Foxy Brown in the top female rappers list. I feel like people forget to mention her all the time. Missy Elliott too. I feel like people don't give her props. And Missy Elliott is one of the greatest artists, not even like rappers, but artists of all time. Her impact alone is like insane. Missy is a beast. Exactly. Like, first of all, she sings and she raps. How many people can you name that do both? And she writes music for a lot of people. She gets forgotten because her music is playful. Yeah, I feel like that probably takes away from it. But even still, the music that she writes for other people, and not even all her music is like that. It's like, I guess like the most popular music is more playful. But y'all are really sleep on Missy Elliott. Y'all gotta give the woman her flowers. But welcome everybody into the live. Drop where you're watching from, and also drop your top five of all time. And this is like nothing specific. It could be rappers, singers, any musicians, a mix of them, whatever. I want to see what everybody's music taste is like. What's your top five all R&B? Ooh. Beyonce is definitely up there. I'll probably put Erykah Badu. Even though that's like R&B soul, but I'm gonna put her in that mix. Damn, that's hard. Jasmine Sullivan. I love Jasmine Sullivan, and she's one of the greatest singers that we have. If we consider Stevie Wonder in R&B soul, I'm putting Stevie Wonder in there 100%. Chris Brown also. And this is not of all time. These are just like my faves. If I had nothing else to listen to, Those 5 artists I would listen to for the rest of my life for R&B. Dom Kennedy, Larry June, Vince Staples, DMX, Kendrick Lamar. That's a solid list also. Like, it's a good mix of different vibes. I've been sleeping on Dom Kennedy's music. I only know like a couple songs, but Larry June, I love his music. I love Vince Staples. I love DMX, rest in peace. And then Kenny. I find it hard to put the Lauryn Hill in my top 5 musicians because she only has one album, but damn, that album is so good, it's hard to dismiss. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if we're talking of all time, I also find it hard to put it in the top 5 or like top list because she does only have one project. Like, it is so good, but it's hard compared to other people. Thank you. Make sure you guys are liking the live as well. And drop any questions if you have them about like music reactions, my content, maybe even content suggestions. It doesn't have to be like album reaction related, but I'm open to hearing everybody's ideas. You should react to Joey Badass's first mixtape. Was so good, 1999. I'm actually familiar. I've been listening to Joey since Pro Era. Yeah, and I've also seen him live. But if you have any other projects to suggest, or like maybe even like a freestyle or something, because I haven't watched everything. Cost Contra? What is that? Coast Contra freestyles. Is that a group or just a rapper? Odd Future, Broken Kill Mob. Have I heard Up? Let me see. Let's see. I feel like I haven't heard Up. Oh, it's with Damo and Haji Beats. Yeah, I don't think I've heard this song. I gotta check it out. Coast Contra is a rap group from Philly. They went viral for their bars a couple times. Super duper nice. Okay, I'll put that down and try and check them out. What projects have you guys been listening to lately? And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be rap projects. You should do a series of reactions to Funk Flex freestyles too, or On the Radar if they're good, of course. That's actually a good idea. I don't see many people making like a series out of that, but I'll be down to do that. Do you have any suggestions? I've seen a couple of like the famous ones. I was listening to the Big L Project. Okay. I haven't checked that out. Somebody was talking about that yesterday though. Like during a live that I was doing. Kinda outdated album, but not ass. I'm crying. Like it sounds like the 90s. Even Jay-Z's verse sounds like 90s Jay hippity hoppity. I'm crying. That's interesting though. I don't like, did he do that purposely? Or was that just like an old verse and they've just decided to release it now? Welcome everybody else that just joined the live. Let me know where you're watching from. Also comment your top 5 of all time. This does not have to be rap related, but I want to know what music you guys listen to. What do you think of Designer's new sound? You know, I actually haven't watched any of those videos. I saw the post come up on Instagram or whatever, but I didn't click the video to actually hear what he sounds like. But I heard people like it though. Talking to God is dope. Who is that, or who was that by? Where are you from? I'm crying. I'm from Maryland. Check out Arcade Fire Reflector album. I don't know if it's your vibe, but I like the sound. What genre of music is that? I'll definitely check it out though. Yep, shout out to the DMV. Alt rock. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. Do you listen to a lot of go-go? How do you know about go-go music? I'm dead. But not like on the daily, to be honest. It'll be random. Like I have to be in the mood, or randomly I just like feel like listening to go-go. But I don't listen to it heavy. I used to in like high school and middle school, but I was raised on go-go music. My dad plays go-go all the time. Besides hip-hop and R&B, what do you listen to? I listen to Afro beats. I listen to reggae, soca. I like Brazilian funk music. also. Um, to be honest, I'm open to everything except for like metal and like country music. I'm really not into that. And I enjoy pop, but it has to be really good. Not that cliche sound. That shit gets on my nerves. Come on, I'm tapped in musically. Go-go is a vibe at the right time. I know what you mean. I'm dead. I feel like most people don't even know what go-go music is outside of the DMV, or like if you were alive when go-go was actually really huge, then you know what go-go is. Um, but yeah, it's definitely at the right time because usually the songs are very long, unless it's just like a simple cover of another song. Um, yeah. Play some Brazilian funk for us. I'm trying. Let me see. What go-go bands are you familiar with, or like artists specifically? I'm interested in hearing because I don't think I've ever talked about go-go music with people from outside of the DMV. Unless you know like Chuck Brown or like Sexy Ladies, like one of the most popular songs, but play this. Peso Pluma, Music Sessions, Volume 55. I don't know if you like new school mariacha. I'd have to look into it. Let me see. Peso Pluma, Music Sessions, Volume 55. Okay. I've also started DJing, guys, so I will be posting some sets on YouTube. Hopefully soon. Gotta get my skills up before I start posting stuff. But I have started DJing. I don't know the artist that well. I just know the songs when I hear them. I appreciate the unique sound of go-go. The upbeat energy and instruments is dope. Thank you. Finally, somebody who acknowledges it. So, where I'm from in the DMV, I don't know if a lot of people understand this, but it's broken up into like two different parts. So, there's the side that's closer to DC, and we go by county. So, there's Moco, there's PG. Those places are closer to DC. Those are the people who listen to go-go. Then we have the other side of Maryland that is from Baltimore, and they have their own music, like Baltimore club music, whatever. But we don't do the same things. We don't have the same culture, same lingo, the way we dress, none of that. Like everything is completely different. But people from Baltimore say that go-go sounds like pots and pans music, and that shit pisses me off so bad. Like, it's really good. Certain songs obviously are ass. Everything is not perfect, but go-go is very good if you know who to listen to. Kid Cudi has been more influential to music than Drake. Hot take or facts? I think that's a hot take. And I'm not like a Drake stan. If you really watch my videos and hear my takes, y'all know how I feel about Drake for real. But I don't think so. Drake came into the game being one of the first people who sang and rapped and like took it to another level. I don't think Kid Cudi has been able to do something like that. And a lot of people are really obsessed with Drake. I think Kid Cudi has definitely influenced. Kid Cudi has definitely influenced people, but I would never say more than Drake. I'm so sorry. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Drake like that. I first heard of it when I was young in my church band, and we came down to DC to shed with some musicians out there. It's a feeling. That's really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of go-go that's like, first of all, go-go definitely influenced the sound, especially in the early 2000s, with a lot of like people's favorite songs. Even in gospel music, there are some go-go like influenced songs. Kid Cudi more influential than Drake is nuts. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That Nah. She low-key a Drake hater. I'm not a Drake hater. Y'all, please. I like Drake. I just think he can be very corny, and I think he's fallen off recently. I want him to tap in to who he was before and stop acting like a 21-year-old boy and you're about to be 40. Make sure you guys are liking the live. Yeah, we see the sour faces when you... Please, no. I'll say like the first video though. I'll admit, y'all. The first Drake reaction I did, I was a little harsh. I'm being honest though. But I was a little harsh. I'll admit that. But if you've noticed, the albums that I genuinely do like, I give the man his props. Like, I'll say I really like this song, or I love the production, I love what he did here. Y'all will even see me singing my heart out to my favorite songs in the video. But if certain shit is trash, I'm gonna say it's bad. Like, I'm so sorry. Y'all have been eating me up in the comments though every day. Especially in that More Life video. Y'all have been lighting my ass up every day. But I just laugh, to be honest. It's just funny. I think him being corny is good though. I don't care for rap gangsters who want to be tough. You don't think that Drake acts like that? But I don't care for rap gangsters who want to be tough too. I think it's really lame, especially as a grown man. Like, it's very weird. Who was someone you thought would have a long career but ended up flopping? My pick is Trinidad James. I don't know. Let me think about that. That's actually a good question though. Who have I been listening to lately? Yeah, I kept watching because you keep it real. I might not like some of it, but I respect you because you keep it mostly fair. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to be as honest as I possibly can. If I like it, I say I like it. If I don't, I say I'm not the biggest fan. But I'm not being biased whatsoever. People like see the titles of my videos and just go crazy in the damn comments before even watching the actual video. Oh, going back to the other question, low-key, I feel like, I don't know if you listen to Chloe and Halle, I feel like they never should have separated as a duo. And since they separated so early, both of their careers are flopping. Even when he acts tough, he doesn't take himself seriously. There's guys who are 40 plus, like Glasses Malone, still talking about hood politics. I'm crying. I don't know. I feel like low-key Drake does take that stuff seriously. And it's funny because there's people in my comments who sit there and try to defend all of that. and try to convince me that Drake is a gangster. So I don't know. I can see it from the other side though that he's not taking himself seriously because he's like a goofy person. But there's a lot of people in my comments, a lot of Drake stans who truly believe Drake is a thug. But yeah, once you hit 40 for real, especially if you have kids, like you really have to just stop. You have to change your life around. Like it's you look lame doing that stuff. Drake is a soft cornball and also my favorite rapper. Well, thank you for admitting that he's corny. I think a lot of stans are afraid to accept that their fave is corny. And that's okay. I think he has money to pay for hits. I won't say too much. But he's so corny he laughs at himself. Yeah, I agree. When you have money, you have power. You can do anything at that point. Have you ever tried to make music? Something tells me you have a verse somewhere. Yeah, actually, I rap on the side. But no, I've tried to produce, actually, and it was so bad. I can't make music for my life. I can definitely critique some music, though. I can tell you if that shit is ass. But I cannot make my own music. I wish I could. You ain't heard her sway freestyle? Yeah, I was on his show. I definitely freestyled. Y'all have to look it up. Is Ariana Grande the female future? What does that mean? Like, mumble singing? What is that supposed to mean? I might need a feature from you. I got you. Just send me an invoice to my email and I'll send the verse. Send me the beat also. You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery's fueling your aggression. Jealousy's turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some side checks I know better than. Beware of my name. Mumble rap is kind of falling off. Yeah, I can agree. I don't listen to like a lot of mumble rap, to be honest. It gives me a headache. Like I gotta have a good mix of like conscious, good rap, or like just simple rap, and then mumble rap. But too much of that, like honestly, makes my head hurt. I find it hard to listen to conscious rappers because their message feels like pandering, in my opinion. I can see that in a way, but do you have an example of who? Oh, the Ariana Grande question. The toxicness. Break up with your girlfriend, thank you next, etc. Oh, okay. Yeah. Low key. I feel like people don't see that though. Like people some people do, but I feel like everybody doesn't. But yeah, all of her music is like that. If you say who I think you're gonna say, bye. Like, cause no. All jokes aside, how do I get in contact if I want to work together on something? Follow my Instagram if you don't already. Um, and shoot me a DM. I'll paste it in the chat. What the fuck, bro, rapping about LMAO? Who are you talking about?
Early in the morning, got the sun in my eyes. Giving glory to God, I'm alert and alive. I ain't even sleep, I've been working, I'm tired. But it's not gonna deter my assignment. At the Lord's service like I'm working a job. Black man shouted, robbing people in car. Playing crime mob, he a child of the corn. Take him into court and on the Bible he sworn. Take him in the church, you know your mama them going to praise the king with a crown that's provided with thorns. Breaking rules, skipping school, pulling fire alarm. Got with a crew, made a truce and alliance was formed. Got a tool, start shooting, then the violence was born. The world spinning as he look into the
No problem. The JIT album was fire, so overlooked. Yeah, like it took me a minute to finally get the time to sit down and listen to it because I did want to record a reaction. But I really enjoyed the album. I definitely liked his last project more better though. I feel like towards the end there was just a couple songs I was like, I don't know, I don't really like this. But still, amazing album. This is my favorite song. Outside of like of Blue. To be honest, I've been listening to Kendrick since I was 15. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I've been listening to Kendrick since I was 12. Yeah, 12. Wholeheartedly was my favorite on this album. That's a good song. Who do y'all think is gonna get rap album of the year for the Grammys? So I've seen people say so many different things, but I feel like this year is actually really hard. Well, the upcoming year is gonna be really hard because there's so many projects. JID features are better than his songs. Uh, I wouldn't say that per se. Maybe like in the past, yeah. But now I don't know. Like his last two projects are really good. Bodies and the Eminem song was fire. I listened to Bodies, but I did not listen to the Eminem song. Clips is gonna win. At least they should, in my opinion. Yeah, I would love to see them win, to be honest. I feel like they really, really deserve that. I wouldn't be mad if they win, JID wins. People say Chance, but I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed that album too. I wouldn't be mad if he wins it. I wouldn't be mad if Kendrick wins it either. But I don't know. I hope all of them though get a Grammy for at least something. Like rap album of the year, maybe like some other rap category. I hope that like everybody wins something because all their projects were just really good. The Chance album was good as well, but I think they will choose the Kendrick affiliate. Please. In your honest opinion, you think GNX is good? Yeah. When they drop my Spotify, like rap, you're gonna see GMX. GNX is probably like 3 of the top 5 songs. Like I bump that album every single day. You like the GNX song? You know, actually, I'm not the biggest fan of GNX the song. I think the overall project is so solid, but there's like a few songs that I was not the biggest fan of. It's not a perfect album by any means, but I still bump that album every day. Like a majority of the songs every single day. I think it was you on my other video saying that you thought GNX was mid. It was either you or somebody else. I can't remember. I gotta go back and look at my comments. I watch all your vids. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. How do you post your album reactions without it getting struck down by YouTube? Okay, this is exactly why I have a Patreon. So some albums, like there's issues with audio strikes, and then there's the visual one. So like if you notice from my Travis reaction for Astroworld, the music videos are all blurred out because they blocked my video. Even for like the Tame Impala reaction, I had to make the like my actual screen recording damn near transparent so that it could get approved by YouTube. But everything else, they're all copyrighted. Every video is copyrighted. That's why I have a Patreon, so that I can post other content there freely without any strikes. And also some videos have just been blocked overall. Like one of my Drake videos was just blocked completely. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, if you're not on my Patreon, definitely check out my Patreon if you're interested. I post reactions there exclusively every Friday. And then you can also request albums and I can react to them and post those on YouTube. Have you reacted to Currents by Tame Impala? That is a 9 out of 10. No, I've never listened to the whole project. But I do want to dive more into their music. I think I have like 10 songs. Well, his music. But I know Currents is like the best album, I believe. That's what people say. Damn, you're dedicated. Hell yeah. But thank you. I love listening to music. I love music in general. But yeah, I'm trying to grow my channel even more and like see what opportunities come my way. Lonerism is good too, but Currents is crazy. Which one is Lonerism? Hold on. Oh, I've never heard this project. Oh, this is 2012 Tame Impala. I have to check that out. I never see people talk about that one. I see Slow Rush all the time and then Currents. You probably heard Feels Like We Are Going Backwards. Definitely. Let me see. Maybe. Let me see. I don't think I've heard this one. Maybe on TikTok, but it's not ringing a bell. It's really insane how he writes, produces, and like masters and mixes all of his own music. That's, you know how much dedication that takes? This song used to go crazy at the mall. I'm crying. This album is goated, triple platinum in H&M. I'm dead. I probably heard it in the past, but I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar. I think Elephant is the biggest song. Is that on this page? Let me see. This kind of sounds familiar. He used to go crazy when ordering a Frappuccino at Starbucks. I'm crying. Yeah, this is what I can imagine this being played in Starbucks. I like music more for the vibe than the content. I like a mix of both. So like I love listening to music that has like depth to it, where I'm actually learning stuff or like gaining something from it. But then I also like music that's just a vibe. But it all depends on the setting. Why do you want to learn something from music though? LOL. Because I'm inquisitive. I love learning. Like, I have 2 degrees. I love learning. Yeah, I don't like to learn. I mean, if that's your preference, then I guess. But I enjoy learning or like discovering new things. Man, watch out. Just woke up. What's the deal? Welcome in. Welcome in. Bro asks why you want to learn. Yeah, like, that's a crazy statement, low-key. You don't want to learn? I mean, I guess if, like, you don't want to listen to music for that specifically, then okay. But I like learning. What are some other music YouTubers you guys watch? I watch Mallory Bros a lot. I watch the JBP. I watch Sean C, but sometimes he pisses me off with his takes. Who else? And Fantano sometimes, but not really. And Dead End Hip Hop. I mean, read a book or real experiences in people, music, and media is the last place you want to learn anything. I don't think so. I feel like music is a quick way to learn something. Like, for example, if you want to learn another language, music is one of the easiest ways to learn another language because it's going to stick in your brain. But yeah, those are other forms of learning content and stuff. But that's why I listen to specific artists to learn something because they're educated. This is actually great study music for me. I'm dead. What are you studying? How do you feel about Blueface being top 5 artists of all time in 2018? I'm crying. I have to disagree. I know with like Bust Down or whatever, that song blew up. Like blew up like crazy. But I wouldn't say top 5. I know he had like another song or like a couple other songs. I wouldn't say the top artist though. I think that's a crazy take. But I do want to make a video about everybody's crazy takes. I also posted on TikTok and people had some wild stuff. So stay tuned for that video. JBP heavily. Sean C's a robot gang. He's mentally challenged. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like there was a shift with his content. Like, in the beginning, he did fun, cool reactions, whatever. He was like a chill person. And I feel like within this last maybe 3 years, once he got locks, I feel like his content changed and he just became so negative and like angry. I don't know. He just says anything. I can't watch it all the time. Turning Tables is a good channel, as well as Bridging the Gap. Oh yeah, I do watch both of them, actually. The father-son, like, reaction duo. Yeah, language I understand, but music is entertainment. I mean, it's entertainment, but you can learn something, too. But to each his own. I'm studying software engineering. That's what's up. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. You listen to West Side Gun, Elijah? No, I don't actually. I think I might have like a couple songs by him, but I'm not the biggest fan. Them dreads put a curse on him. Yeah, like, I don't know, his content just shifted. I swear he's not the same person from before. But yeah, who else do you guys watch? I like Dead End Hip Hop, but sometimes they piss me off also. I can't watch Screwface Gene. Like, all that hollering, I can't do it. He just does too much. Hills Have Eyes 3. Is that a project? Oh, it's a project. No. Is it good? Like, is it something that I would actually like? I studied mechanical engineering. Music gotta make me feel good or productive. I ain't trying to study some songs. That's true, yeah. It just depends. I have artists that I listen to are like, K Tronada I listen to a lot in school because it's just like music I can just throw on and enjoy. I feel bad for Blueface and Krishan's child. Don't even get me started on that because that whole situation is just so sad to see in real time. And we just watched her drink and smoke throughout her whole pregnancy. And then we saw the outcome of everything she did. And now all we keep seeing is these videos and pictures plastered of the little boy. And it's just like, I don't want to see this. It's just sad. And I wish somebody would come and really take care of that child because both of their families are fucked up. CS grad. Yes, ma'am. Screwface Gene is a social experiment. He gets so happy for the shittiest bars. You know, I can agree to that. Like, I can actually agree to that. He might just be like an agent or something. Because why are you so hyper? And people eat his content up. I don't know. Y'all will never see me do reactions like that. I hope none of y'all are looking for reactions like that because I'm not about to shuck and jive for this camera. I'm so sorry. I'm not. She really was smoking and drinking while pregnant. That kid is like 3 and he can't speak. Yeah, he can barely walk. People are speculating that he's blind because he doesn't look at whoever is like speaking to him or like maybe they're trying to get his attention. Yeah, he can't speak. I think his motor functions are like very delayed. It's just so sad to see. Like, I'm praying for that child. CIA molded Screwface Gene. I'm crying. Yeah, I can't get into his reactions. Who else? Shaq. I like his reactions, but I'm not like he's not one of my go-to people to watch for like music content. Do you guys watch any female reactors or like music channels? I feel like there's not like hella in comparison to the male music channels. Shaq was good, but his voice pissed me off. Nigga laughs like he's 50. I'm crying. Yeah, he sounds like an old man. An old little country man. It cracks me up though, because he's so country. You're the only one I watch. Everybody else white. I feel honored. Thank you.
Pluto got 20 girlfriends, damn I'm doing it wrong. Cut off all my hoes, now I'm only putting you on a song. Day one, shawty been with me from the playground. Hey now, maybe that's the reason I was playing around. Running like a chicken with his head cut off. Through the streets with a freak slugger red.
Have you guys gone to any concerts or festivals this year? Fantano is an example of a white guy who doesn't like hip-hop apart from certain artists. If you know, you know. I know what you're saying, and I swear you're a K-Dot hater. I don't know. Like, I'm convinced. I'm truly convinced. But Fantano, I feel like he knows what he's talking about because this man is well-versed in music. I probably can't name not even like 5 people who listen to as much music as Fantano does and does reviews. But I feel like certain projects, he really just gives people shit for no reason. Like, that album was clearly good, and he'll give it like a 4. That's why I don't watch his content as much. But I've been called the female Fantano before because of my Drake takes, which is hilarious to me. I don't know if y'all rock with anime at all, but ATL Anime Fest was lit. I am not an anime fan. I have watched some anime. Like, I've seen like Cowboy Bebop. I've watched a little bit of Naruto. I've seen My Hero Academia. I've seen Death Note, Attack on Titan, all of that stuff. But I can't get into it. It's not for me. But it's funny because my best friend is obsessed with anime. And don't get me started on Knox Hill. He's the worst reactor of all time. He's so damn corny. Oh my god. I'm not even racist against whites, but he's the definition of white. I'm crying. I feel like he breaks down tracks like this though. Like he gets stuff so quick. But I'm not like a big fan of his content either, to be honest. It's not engaging to me. I don't know. Waka Flocka shut it down. I never thought I would get hyped from a Waka Flocka performance. No, he has classic hits. We can't forget about the classics. I can imagine that performance like being lit. Anime sucks so bad. I'm crying. They're gonna tell you that it doesn't. I don't know. Like for me, some of the stuff is just really corny and it's overly sexual for no reason. Like listening to anime out loud, like in public, is a dangerous game. I love K-Dot. Good Kid, Mad City is top tier. I just think people rate him highly because of optics. A lot of black people ain't really listening to K-Dot. I think that's really false. Like, very false. I think there are people who, like the same way people are quick to list Eminem as like, oh, one of the top rappers of all time. But a lot of them aren't listening to current Eminem. I can see it from like that side of things. But there are a lot of people who listen to Kendrick. It might not be you or people around you, but yeah. Okay, you gave it a real try. It's either for you or it's not. I can respect it. Yeah, it's just not for me. Like, I'm not going to shit on it because there are animes that I watch that I like. But there's also other stuff that I'm just like, I don't think I can keep watching this. The only white content creators I even watch in regards to hip hop is Dissect Podcast and Digging the Greats. I love Dissect. Like, they really break down everything so well. Digging the Greats, I feel like I know that. Let me see. Digging the Greats. Oh, I've seen his videos before. Yeah, he has good content also. Dot has hella black fans. What? Please don't. Don't irritate me. M asked though, well, since 2010. I'm not an Eminem, big Eminem fan, believe it or not. I respect the man for what he's done, and he can rap his ass off. I just cannot listen to his music. I really can't. But, you know, to each his own. Some people say the same thing about, like, Kendrick and a lot of other rappers, so. Eminem never had a good year, in my opinion. I'd rather listen to Blueface. I'm crying. That's a wild take. But I don't know. I don't know enough of Blueface's music to like agree with that statement. Like, I think that's crazy. Do you think Blonde was Frank's last project, or do you think he'll release more stuff? I think he's gonna release more stuff, but I don't know why he's pulling like a Beyonce hiatus with dropping music. Like, I don't know. I really want artists to stop doing that unless you're gonna drop something amazing. But I feel like if anything, the longest you should take is like 4 to 5 years. I know great work can take time, but After that, it's like, come on now. At least give us like a single or something. Or hop on a feature with somebody. I don't know. All right, y'all are just saying anything now. Yeah, I feel like y'all are trolling now. A lot of black people, but not most. His core fans are white, like Tyler as well. Majority black people like Kodak, 21 Savage, etc. I'm just being honest. I mean, you can say that for a lot of rappers. Or not even just rappers. I think musicians as a whole. Most of their fan base, or like most of their support, is from white people in Europe. There's hella artists that are not popular in the States and they're American, but their core fan base is in Europe. I think that's just a common thing. But of course, Kodak 21, their biggest fan base is going to be like majority black people because mostly Americans only listen to those people. But somebody like a Tyler, a Kendrick, a Drake, they're known worldwide. So, yeah. Bro, if you want to listen to a dude fit as many words as he possibly can that rhyme into a verse, then by all means go ahead. But bro, don't be talking about nothing. Yeah, I agree. Like that's one of the things that blow me. I just can't. It's just a I don't want to hear that all the time. Like just rap normal for once. You're not Twista. I don't expect or want to hear you rapping at the speed of lightning every single song. And to be honest, hot take, but I feel like it's played out now. Doing it once in a while is fine, but now you've made it a thing where you do it all the time, and I don't want to hear that. All I've been listening to this week in rap is Joey Badass 1999, best hip hop project of all time. That's definitely a classic. I want to get it on vinyl. Frank Ocean posted on Reddit like 2 years ago saying he hates making music now. We ain't getting shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't drop. But it's like, what are you doing? Like, what's the reason? People were saying that he was going to pop out at Camp Flog Gnaw this year. So, I don't know. I'll be ready to see if he comes out and maybe he has a song ready or an album on the way. I'm not pressed though. Like, I love Frank, but if he drops, I don't care. If he doesn't drop, I don't really care. I'm sorry. 1999 is so good. Yeah, definitely a classic. Wait, top 5 what? Rap albums or rappers in general? Drop your top 5 musicians of all time. So this is like any genre or anything. If you could listen to 5 artists for the rest of your life, like, who would they be? I gotta run, but I love this channel, love everything you're doing and aiming to do. I'm a big fan of Sephora. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. If you were forced to take only one dot album when you're on a desert island, what would you take? To Be a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City? I'd probably take. That's hard. Probably Good Kid, Mad City, to be honest. To Pimp a Butterfly was like that album is heavy. It's very heavy, so I think I'd prefer to listen to Good Kid, Mad City while I'm stuck on an island. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Prince, Kendrick, and Miles Davis are my top 5 artists ever. Wow, that's a solid list. I feel like I've never heard anybody mention Miles Davis. But you have a good balance of like everything. You have the pop, the soul, the rap, like everything. Wow. Good Kid, Mad City, top 10 best hip hop albums of all time, if we're being honest. I agree 100%. What's a dream collab you would love to have seen, but we won't get? I'm sad we never got a Frank Ocean and Mac Miller collab. Oh, that would have been nice. I don't think that Kendrick and Cole project is ever happening. And I would have loved to see it. But I feel like now we're at the point where it's like, we don't need it anymore. It's fine. But I would have loved to see that. I feel like an Aaliyah and Beyonce song would have been nice too. Between Dot's most heaviest albums, You Taking to Pimp a Butterfly or Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers on a Desert Island. Ooh. I think. Damn. I think Mr. Morale because it has like a mix of everything in there. To Pimp a Butterfly is so heavy. Like, Mr. Morale is heavy. That album made me. Well, both albums made me cry, but Mr. Morale has like a better mix of songs that I would bump. I think in that type of setting. 5 folks I could listen to for the rest of my life: CB, Drake, Wayne, Bruno. Yay, Bruno. That's interesting. I feel like I haven't heard a Bruno Mars song in like 4 years. But that's a nice mix. I think you're the second person to say CB also in your top 5. But To Pimp a Butterfly, most overrated. I don't even take people seriously when they put it over Good Kid, Mad City. I think it all depends on who you are. I feel like a lot of people that are like maybe newer Kendrick fans didn't start listening to him till like Damn. But I don't know. I can't put one over the other. They're both just very good albums to me. Top 5 artists would be Joey, Drake, Blueface, Halsey, Lil Wayne, and Outkast. That's a good mix also. I feel like a lot of people didn't mention any white people in their top 5 list. We legit could have had that MJ and Prince collab in 87, but Prince wasn't feeling it. Yeah, unfortunately. They really had like a big beef. Like, it was just so competitive. Who are you guys picking though? MJ or Prince? CB is top 5 worthy. I'm glad you guys are agreeing to that because he's one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, I love Chris Brown. But a lot of people try to take his past and like apply that to now. Mike probably would have bought his catalog afterwards. That's hilarious. If you had to pick one though, who would you pick? Mike or Prince? Kendrick's worst songs are his commercial ones. Humble might be one of his worst songs, and songs like... Okay, now I know you're trolling. Because Sing About Me? Alright. You're trolling now. I'm choosing both. Everybody's saying both. Y'all have to pick one. I'm asking you to pick one. If you could listen to one for the rest of your life, who would it be? It's going to be Michael for me. Oh, my bad. The message got like cut off into 2, so I didn't catch the second part. My bad, my bad. I was about to say, you're trolling if you think that song is like a commercial song. Glad to see you are a CB fan. Check out his song Love Music. If I remember correctly, it was supposed to be in his debut, but it didn't make it. Such a great song. I feel like I know that song, but I'll check it out. If I had to choose, I'd listen to the one who isn't flamboyant. Ooh. Oh. MJ for me, ultimately. LOL, yeah. I love Michael Jackson. I miss Michael Jackson so bad. Like his catalog is insane. Prince ain't got a Thriller, a Bad, a Dangerous. Hell, he barely got an Off the Wall. I'm crying. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to dive into Prince's music more. I've never been like a huge Prince fan, and my parents didn't listen to Prince like that either. Like we had a Michael Jackson household, so I never felt compelled to like dive deeply into his albums, but I feel like I should because he was an amazing musician. I haven't listened to CB's new music much because he has like 60 songs on some album, but his first 5 albums are amazing. Yeah. For me, Chris Brown is like Drake. Like I feel like they both have fallen off and they're capable of doing great things, but they're just putting out so much shit back to back to back to back to back. There's no break. Chris Brown goes on tour damn near every year. There's an album damn near every year. How are you putting out or taking your time building your craft if you're pushing stuff out so frequently? The music is falling off. That's why there's like 1 to 2 hits every time. But it's like, I want you to just take a break. But yeah, his first 5 projects are amazing. You should really take that dive into his catalog. Prince was one of one. Yeah, I do want to listen to his music. Bro, when Prince left, his label was releasing 2 albums a month. What the hell? How do you guys feel about the posthumous music? Like, I don't know. I haven't listened to like the Mac Miller project and like a bunch of other stuff. Personally, I think it's a little weird, but I feel like it depends on how it was executed. And if it was already on the way, then I guess that's fine. Who do you think had the best verse on One Train? Big Crit doesn't get enough praise on that one, I think. Wait, let me see. One Train. Why do I feel like... Oh, fun fact. I don't like ASAP Rocky. I've never been a big fan of his music. I think it's really boring. Hot take. But I don't remember what this song sounds like. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to run it back. But I like Big Crit though. I feel like he's a really underrated rapper. Nah, Prince himself was releasing albums weekly. At least Chris Brown still got hits. Drake ain't have a real hit since probably 2021 or some. I'm dead. Yeah, Chris does still have hits. I just want him to make cohesive, like, well-written projects. I don't want to keep hearing about the same thing over and over again. It's played out. You have 3 kids now. I don't want to hear it. How deeply have you dove into Stevie's catalog? Pretty deeply. One of his albums is up there. Intervisions. What's your favorite CB album? Ooh. Hmm. That's a hard one. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. One Train, I gotta give it to Big Crit and Danny Brown. I used to listen to that song on repeat for hours. Yeah, Danny Brown is also a good rapper, but I never dove into like his like actual music himself. I just listened to like the features. But yeah, that everybody on that track though is an amazing rapper. Nokia and Somebody Who Loves Me are hits. No, Nokia is definitely a hit. Drake definitely has hits, but I feel like the albums as a whole are just not cohesive like they used to be. Man, Lauryn Hill is so good, bruh. I think it's good and bad. She only got 1 album. Yeah, like, And even when she performs her songs now or like her albums, people keep saying it's because of her record label or something. Like they own the her music. She performs it so like differently than how it's normally sung, and a lot of people get pissed off by it. But yeah, I wish she would release something else. I hate that people do that. Like her, Andre, everything they've done is just like, come on, I want to get more music. Like, we love you, and we're gonna absorb the music. Like, I don't know. I guess the music industry is just so stressful. This is definitely meat writing, not gonna lie. They're big songs. I don't know about hits. I'm crying. I mean, Nokia is a hit though. But I guess maybe in like 10 years from now, are we gonna be listening to Nokia? Like 10, 15 years from now. My favorite Stevie album is In Square Circle. His best album to me is Inner Visions. I love both. For me, Songs in the Key of Life is my favorite, but Inner Visions I would say is like my second favorite. To Zion by Lauryn Hill is one of the best songs to enter my ears. I think artists find it hard to be creative. That's why most artists are one-hit wonders. One, that is a beautiful song. I would say yes, in a way, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of the artists that come out now are not, they were never creative to begin with. Like, they just want to make music because it's just like, whatever. Like, I can make money from this or... But there's no passion behind it. I feel like when you have that passion and drive, it's a lot more easier to be creative, but I don't know. Like, you'll have a bunch of ideas flowing, I feel like, just from that passion alone. I'm aging myself here, but did you ever get into the rapper Blue? I've reached Unk status. Who is Blue? Okay, so I actually have 2 songs by Blue. I have Knock Knock and Drive In. Do I remember what that sounds like? No. Oh, this was a Mad Lib project. So I'm familiar with him, but I haven't listened to these songs in a long time. That's crazy because I would never have guessed Marvin's Room and Headlines would be charting today. Like I said, it's all about the vibe and feeling. Well, I feel like those two are different because those were actually like hits. Like Headlines, I feel like is gonna slap forever. Marvin's Room, maybe not. I feel like I don't know. Because I feel like that was such like a internet type of song. If you know what I mean. Like it was big on like Tumblr and stuff. So I don't know about Marvin's Room, but Headlines, yeah, I feel like that song is gonna bump forever. Kendrick's best song is Rich Spirit. Not a K-Dot fan. Interesting. That is a top song, I would say, like lyrically and even production wise. And I love the music video for that song. I would rather for an artist to not release music at all. If they're truly not inspired, then just release music for the sake of just doing it. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, work on your craft, be passionate, refine your craft, and then put out the music. I feel like people just keep trying to push out stuff because we're in the age of social media and you feel like you have to just keep being seen to stay relevant. But if your music is actually good, that will never happen if that's the case. Like, you don't have to keep dropping music all the time. But if you're trash, of course people are going to forget about you, or we're not going to be as excited. People still listen to Marvin's Room now, though it's charting, LOL. I'm not saying people don't listen to it. I just feel like Marvin's Room versus Headlines. I think Headlines is like way bigger of a song. Kodak killed Rich Spirit. If Marvin's Room dropped today, it'd be a generic piece of slop. Okay. That's hilarious. I love Marvin's Room though. But I feel like it's because I like listened to it during that time. It's not a horrible song either. Like, I don't know. You gotta pick one dot song. DNA, Humble, Squabble Up, or TV Off. I think DNA. Yeah, I think I choose DNA. I look at it differently. When I used to draw, my teacher would tell me just draw anything and never stop. I think if it's trash to some people, it doesn't matter. Artists should keep working. Yes, I agree, but I feel like that's why you keep things in the vault. Like, obviously there's going to be songs maybe you like, but it didn't do well for an album. But I feel like when you're working on stuff, you refine it till you feel like, okay, I know this is like the one. You put out the album, maybe people don't receive it well, maybe later on it might blow up, I don't know. But at least you tried your hardest before you release something. But I don't think you should just keep putting out everything. Let me make sure my music is still cute. Oh, this is the last song. I just wanna know if you're my friend. Sorry, y'all, hold on. I'm trying to cue music. Okay. I look at it. Oh wait. Yeah, it's a good song, but it's very time period appropriate, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, Marvin's Room is very like 2012. I think it's like 2012 time frame. I don't know. What do you think is CB's best collab? My Last with Big Sean is my pick. Also, that Deuces remix. Ooh, those are good. My Last is probably not my favorite though. He has so many features though, like so many good features. Let me think on that one. That's hard because he's known as like the feature king. Like he hops on a track and takes over. Favorite song from Inner Visions and favorite song from Songs in the Key of Life. For Inner Visions, that would probably be... I love Visions and maybe Don't You Worry About a Thing. I feel like that's a little cliche though, but I love that song so much. And then for Songs in the Key of Life, definitely As. I think that is one of the greatest songs ever, like written by anybody or ever made. Ironically, some of Drake's best music is unreleased. Interesting. Do you have any song suggestions or like examples? Look at it this way. I think GNX is ass, but it's still good he released it because he's putting out work. All that waiting for 5 years to try and make the perfect album doesn't work. Well, I feel like, well, one, music is subjective, but I would not say Gen X is ass. I'm so sorry. Like, there are certain songs on there that I feel like you could put on for anybody and they are gonna dance, like, or move. The song just makes you move. But yeah, you don't have to wait 5 years necessarily. But I just feel like certain people, it might just take that amount of time to like perfect their craft. Like Michael Jackson was a perfectionist. Beyonce's a perfectionist. But it to each his own. I don't think you have to wait 5 years though. I think that's like to the more extreme measures. But maybe you might need a hiatus. I don't know. It's a lot to keep pushing out music. I can't do that shit. Drake's unreleased is hard as fuck. My argument would be if Marvin's Room hasn't aged well, why are younger people rediscovering it and making it chart? Probably because of TikTok. I don't know. There's a lot of songs that chart, and I wouldn't say they're great, but people enjoy it. I don't know. I feel like it does sound a little dated, and it's not bad. Like I love Marvin's Room, like I said. But I feel like a lot of these younger kids don't have a sense of what is good music anyways. Like look at the industry right now. Compared to like when we grew up, all of the artists that we had, like it's just a bunch of brain rot now. I prefer Blueface over Kenny. Blueface brought the LA sound mainstream in 2018 since they had nobody. Now we got people like EBK, J-Bo, and Kendrick paying respects to the sound on GNX. Okay, I would never say I prefer Blueface over Kendrick, but I will say that Blueface kind of like made LA mainstream again, especially in that year. But yeah, I love how like now more artists are paying homage to like that LA sound. Like I don't know if y'all can see, but I had one of Snoop Dogg's projects up there too. But I grew up on a lot of like Death Row, LA rap, like 90s rap. My favorite from Intervisions is Jesus Children of America, and from Songs on the Key of Life is Joy Inside My Tears. I agree with you about As. His pen was godly when he wrote that. Exactly. Like, that is one of the best songs ever made. I love Stevie Wonder so much. Just a couple of these songs. I gotta check out those songs. I've never heard of them. Yeah, but I mean, if Marvin's Room was good then, and kids who have never heard it before are discovering it, liking it, isn't that the definition of timeless? I guess. I don't know. How well is it charting right now? Like, I feel like something that's timeless is like a Thriller, for example. Like, generation after generation, people are loving that. Underground gonna be the new mainstream next year. Watch. And Blueface stole his sound from Almighty Suspect. Straight up, you just had to be there. I don't know. I feel like that's not the case because I don't know. We just have so many like mumble rappers and like trash rappers that are popular right now that I feel like they're gonna lead the game. Like that's what the kids want to hear or the younger people want to hear. Vital, one of my unreleased neatly filled things are good too. It's plenty out there though. Thank you for the recommendations. Seeing as how you're a fan of LA rap, are you a Dom Kennedy fan? He's probably my favorite and most listened to artist of all time. I am a Dom Kennedy fan. I haven't been keeping up with his music though, but I do bump his music occasionally. Love Stevie. Saw him in concert back in 2015. If something happens to Stevie, I lose my Please don't even get me started. Like, they had this clip resurfacing of him singing at somebody's funeral or like memorial service, and I just think it's so sad that all of the greats around him that like went through music with him, even people that are younger with him, most of these artists are gone. So he's just watching one by one people like passing away. If Stevie goes, I'm going. I'm sorry. That was like when Michael Jackson passed away for me. When I listen to Playboi Carti, my ears bleed. Yeah, I don't like his new music. I think his older music, though, is good. Suspect said he stole the Bleed It sound with the aggressive voice. That's not even Blueface style. He did that on a few songs. I've never heard of Suspect. What's your top 3 favorite white artists? LOL, I'll go. Phil Collins, Frank Zappa, and Pink Floyd. I know Phil Collins. I don't know Frank Zappa. And I have not listened to Pink Floyd's music. Don't drag me, though. My top 3 favorite white artists. Ooh, Paramore. Even though I know that's a group. I don't listen to many white people. Let me think. Hold on. Let's go through my Spotify. Let's see. Ooh, I have another one. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dami and JD Beck, but they're like a duo and they make like very jazzy, soulful music. They've worked with like Anderson .Paak and like Thundercat, a bunch of those artists, but I love their music. Other than that, who would be a third person? Justin Timberlake. I think that would be another one. That man, so many classics. I know people try to like cancel him, whatever. Not me, but by the way, GNX asked to me because I don't like that LA sound. I like YG first album though. I get it. I feel like you can't say it's ass though. Don't say that it's ass. Just say you didn't like it. But to say it's ass means that it's actually trash. But you just don't like the sound. That doesn't mean it's bad. But I love YG also. Pink Floyd is so good. Hop on. Not Spotify as a white filter. No, I have a playlist of like my favorite pop and like white people music. So I was just going through that and seeing who I would pick. YG is trash. LOL. The best rappers in LA have been for a while. Shoreline and Mafia. I've heard the name, but I have not listened to the music. I don't think YG is like trash necessarily, but I don't keep up with his music either, to be honest. Nirvana the greatest, that's it. Ooh, I would say Queen. That's another one. Other Side of the Moon is peak music in my opinion. Nah, GNX was ass. I expected a crazier album from Kendrick after the battle, to be honest. I'm just gonna be quiet. Iceman about to be the shit. I can't wait. I don't think that album is dropping. And if it does, I feel like it's just, we've lost the excitement. Well, I have lost the excitement at this point. Dot's verse on Family Ties was insane. Yes, bruh. I love this song so much. My wife loves Queen, LOL. They're good. Led Zeppelin better, LOL. I have not listened to Led Zeppelin, but I love Queen. I don't even believe people who say they like GNX, because if I rate Good Kid, Mad City a 9, I can't rate GNX anything less than 5. Ooh. Sorry, I just got an alert that they're picking up that I'm playing music from another artist. So let me turn this off before they shut down my live. Okay. I don't even believe people who say they like GNX if I rate Good Kid, Mad City a 9. I can't rate GNX anything less than 5 points below it. I don't think that's the case. If I would love for you to apply that same logic to Drake's music. For you to have a rapidy rap album and then something that's a mix of rap and fun, I think it's possible to rate both a high rating for what it is. Music is for what it is. I swear y'all like love to pick and choose when it comes to Kendrick, but don't apply that same logic to Drake, and it blows me. Only old heads play GNX, LOL, no cap. Then I guess I'm an old head. It's time for you to get into that 70s rock bag, man. A lot of fire. I want to tap in. I do like that 70s rock, especially like late 70s, like going into the 80s. My mom played a lot of that music growing up, but I never like dug deep into that side. But I would love, if you guys give me like album recommendations, I'd love to take a listen. Well, it's actually the opposite. What the fuck? People love to hate and discredit Drake on anything. What you mean? You know, I want to say yes, but if we're talking about the masses, I think the masses love to like eat up anything Drake drops. Look at my comments. I think like my channel alone is a prime example. Now, I'll admit there are like other people who might critique Drake or whatever. Yes, he does get critiqued. But if we're really talking about like the masses, people love to nitpick every single thing or hate every single thing that Kendrick does, and they never like to give that man credit. Like for once, I feel like this is the most Kendrick is getting credit for anything, and people are so upset about it. I think that's like a prime example. You would like Steely Dan, I think. Peep his Aja album. Let me... Steely Dan. Okay. Yeah, but I am not rating Take Care 9 and some sexy song close to it. I can say it's a 5, but Kenny people will say Good Kid, Mad City a 9 and GNX a 9. Okay, anybody who says GNX is anything less than a 10, I think something's wrong with you. But I mean, I've never heard anybody say Some Sexy Songs for You is one of his best projects. And if we're really being honest, like really, really being honest, if we're looking at Kendrick's catalog in comparison to Drake's, who's more consistent? Kendrick is always consistent. I feel like he was trying something different with this album, and it's not my favorite project out of all of them, but I would give GNX like an 8. Good Kid, Mad City's a 10. It's not like it was like complete ass or something. I don't think the masses eat up Drake. It's his. I don't know if I can say that word. Fan base swallowing whatever he does. People nitpicking Kendrick because he's a lyricist, so they give Drake leeway. Um, I think they do. Like that's the masses. Like if you see my comments, you're one of like the most consistent subscribers that I have. Look at my More Life reaction video. Look at um Nothing Was the Same. As soon as I like anything I said I enjoy, it's like, oh my god, this is like just wait till I get to the more recent projects. I don't know how I'm gonna like them, but if I don't, people are gonna come for me. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. People do nitpick Kendrick because he's a lyricist. But is Drake not a lyricist? Y'all say he's the greatest, one of the greatest rappers of all time. I agree with you about Dot. People are in shambles that he's having the run he's having, shaking my head. Yeah, like the man is winning in the limelight for once, and now people are upset. Like, how can you hate on that? I don't understand. For somebody who's so low key. A lot of my friends that are big Kendrick fans didn't like GNX either. I can see if you didn't like it because I know the LA sound is not everybody's thing. But I really enjoy the LA sound. People who like Drake don't say his peak, but Kendrick fans say GNX and Mr. Morale are amazing and on par with his best music. I've never heard anybody say GNX is like his best project or one of his best projects. I've never heard anybody say that. Not true, but the dick ride. Every time Kendrick drop an album, he has a Grammy for every album. He gets more than enough credit. I mean, he puts in the work. I wouldn't say dick riding. I mean, there are people who dick ride him, but I feel like the work speaks for itself. Like, he's so consistent. If you're looking for an album recommendation, Surge Chasing Summer is a 10 to 10. He was signed to TDE when it came out. Not sure if he still is. I love Sir, and that's actually one of my favorite R&B albums to drop in like the last decade. I think it's one of the top R&B albums. I want it on vinyl, but I haven't been able to get it. Drake fans glaze honestly never mind on Twitter like it's misunderstood. Yeah. Like, I have people in my comments telling me that is like a 9. I feel like if you like it for what it is and he executed it well, then you can rate it highly. Obviously, they're not the same, like, content-wise, but you're rating the album for what it is. But I feel like there's a lot of glazing, and you can see it in my comments. Kendrick didn't drop for 5 years straight and didn't drop until after the battle. What the fuck? How was that consistent? I'm talking about his work ethic is consistent. He puts 100% into his projects. That's what's consistent. Like, none of his albums are trash. You might not like it, but you can't say something that's trash. Like, I don't like a lot of Eminem's music, but who am I to say that Eminem is trash? Like, knowing that man can spit. Dot doesn't have a miss in his catalog, meanwhile the other dude, but to each their own. Exactly. Like, all of his albums are good. And notice how with more of Drake's recent projects, I feel like commercially they're not doing as well. Like, there's just certain songs you guys bump and then you're blowing that up and then it's oh my god, yada yada yada. But like, are they consistent? Think about his older projects. Everybody loves Take Care. People always say they miss the old Drake. Nobody's gonna say they miss the old Kendrick because Kendrick is still the same. I'm so sorry. Like, Kendrick is actually the least consistent artist in history and only drops Dropping does not, that's not being consistent. Like the rate of you dropping doesn't mean you're not consistent. It feels like Kendrick bashed Drake for commercial sound just to drop his most commercial album. He's very hypocritical, in my opinion. No, I feel like GNX was proving to everybody else that, oh, because you guys always complain he's too conscious. Nobody wants to hear that. Your fave said that slave music. You rap like you're trying to free the slaves. Do you know how crazy that sounds? But anyway, y'all complain that he's too conscious, the music is boring. So he showed y'all that he can make something fun and still do it well. I think that's what GNX was. To Pimp a Butterfly's ass, there I said it. Okay, now I just know you're trolling. Drake and the word lyricist should never be in the same sentence. People in my comments would disagree. I think Drake can rap, but he's not consistent. I think he's fallen off very hard, and that's why I'm listening to other stuff just to see. I want to be proved wrong with everything, but all the stuff that I heard is just, it's not it. Like, it's very repetitive. I'm a Drake supporter, not fan. Them fanboys put a bad look on his entire base. Drake has more misses in his catalog than hits album-wise. Yeah, I agree. I've listened to Honestly Nevermind. I listened to CLB already. Like, I enjoyed Honestly Nevermind, but it's not like the most amazing project. It was just like a cool vibe. Nah, people who glaze Honestly Nevermind are insane. Yeah. Kendrick's biggest moments seem to come off controversy as well. That says a lot in my opinion. Is All Right a controversy? It's not his fault that the battle happened and people enjoy the music. Like, you can't force people to like music. A lot of salt in your chat over Dot. Yeah, it sounds like some people are upset. I don't know. I don't know. There's too much glazing on both sides. Let's be fair. Both side fan bases are just not honest. Be real. Drake's fan base glaze anything. Nigga could drop an album full of fart sounds and screams, and his fans would say it's the best project. I'm crying. I do feel like a lot of Drake stans eat up everything, and that's exactly what I said in my More Life reaction, and people were so upset by what I said, but it's true. Like, if he does something well, I give the man props for that. But y'all eat up everything he drops. I'm so ready for Iceman to drop just to hear what's happening. The fact that he keeps delaying this whole thing just shows me, like, where he's at musically. He's steady making bets, illegally gambling, popping out to the baseball games. Drop the album. You're posting pictures online. Drop the album. You're never gonna see Kendrick do something like that. When all is said and done, I think Drake will go down as one of the greatest artists of all time. Oh, the chat keeps moving. Kendrick will go down as one of the best hip-hop rappers. Drake has had more global reach. I can agree to that. I think Drake is one of the greatest artists because he's been able to carry like his career through different times and try to experiment with like different sounds and stuff. And he's commercially successful. So yeah, I'll say that. And yes, Kendrick is one of the best rappers. But yeah, I would say that Drake has more global reach, but that's because he makes pop music. What other rapper do you know that doesn't make pop music is like as successful? Dropping frequently doesn't equate to quality, LOL. And Dot only took one long break. Exactly. People always act like he takes 5 years in between every single album, and it was only one time. It was literally only one time. I'm a Drake fan, but honestly speaking, the Drake we got after Young Money ain't the same. Once he put his signature on that Scorpion album cover, it was over for us early fans. Yeah. I never listened to Scorpion, so I can't speak on that, but I will say that the Drake we do have now is not the Drake from early Young Money. Like, Take Care was so good. His first two projects were so good. Uh-oh. Let me turn off the moderation. They restricted your message. I can't read it. "2019 to 2020 was a transition year for Drake. Then 2021 to 24, he appealed to a different fan base, but not us, the early 2000s fans." Yeah, exactly. Like, now he's trying to appeal to us again, the core fan base. We'll see how Iceman turns out. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how this all goes down, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like if it's so fire, you would just drop the album. But you're doing these fake little live streams of people leaking the songs and academics online tweeting about stuff every other day. Just drop the album. I don't want to, like, there should be no more excuses at this point. His real transition was 2016. His second garbage transition was 2019-ish and 2020. He sucks now. But when Trayvon Martin died, Kendrick said black people should respect themselves. That's why I think conscious rap is pandering. Kendrick was in the streets protesting. Iceman is going to be his worst project. I'm calling it. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm really feeling. I'm a fan of both, but it's as if Drake gets judged for stuff everyone does. Like K-Dot does songs with real pop artists, but people judge Drake for pop. There's a difference between you creating pop music for your projects versus you collaborating with somebody. Everybody, I think every rapper eventually has to collaborate with a pop artist or whatever. And I don't see a problem with that, especially if it's done well. I don't see the issue with that. But if you're going to say that Drake is one of the greatest rappers of all time, of course, we're going to judge you. The same way you guys eat up Kendrick and try and make the most random points about stuff, I think Drake should be judged the same way. I don't know. I agree to that take. That's fair to say Drake will be the greatest artist overall. At least you can admit to that most K-Dot fans are delusional. I mean, yeah, if you can't like openly acknowledge that sorry. Yeah, if you can't openly acknowledge that Drake like has a bunch of hits and like he's been doing something that a lot of rappers probably can't do, like the singing and the rapping, I would say you are delusional. Like that's just being biased. So yeah. Are you a fan of Sade's music? Yes. You can't see it, but I have a poster of Sade on my wall. Actually, I love Sade. I don't know why Rise and Thrive made the pop comment. It's that part of the Drake fan base that makes him look mentally challenged. I'm not gonna lie, like the Drake glazing, it makes a lot of y'all look really ridiculous in my comments. And all I do is laugh. Some of y'all I'll respond and like give my think pieces, but a lot of the times it just shows that you lack critical thinking skills. And I'm not talking about you, Rise and Thrive. I'm talking about like a lot of the Drake stands that are constantly in my comments. It just shows that you lack brain cells, or you're honestly just obsessed with Drake, that you can't think critically. If he wanted to make a real impact with Iceman, he should have dropped it after episode 1. Every other episode after that should have been weekly, giving jewels that explain about the album. Yeah, exactly. I think that would have been an amazing rollout. Like, you're actually creating a build up for something, but now you just fell off and it's just bits and pieces everywhere. It's just all over the place. Nothing is consistent. I think Iceman is going to have some elite collabs. He's going to bring artists like Rick Ross, Cameron, and Jay-Z out of retirement. Is this like a trolling comment? Because they don't fuck with him. I don't know about Cameron, but they don't like him. That's just my thoughts because episode 3 for me sucked. And it already felt like it's taking too long. I'm a Drake fan, not a Glazer. It's up to his real fans to check him. Yeah, just acknowledge when somebody didn't do something well. Like I said, I didn't like GNX the song. Like that's not one of my favorite tracks at all. Like I can admit when I actually don't like things. I don't like every single thing that Kendrick does all the time. But that man's catalog is so consistent. Nah, episode 3 was ass. All Iceman episode songs are ass. I'm not saying all Drake fans are incels or incel adjacent, but a lot of incels sure do stand him hard. I'll just leave it there, lol. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, just go. If you ever want to laugh, like, go read my comments from my first 2 Drake reactions. If you ever want to laugh. I just try to be unbiased. How can we say one guy is a sellout and has gone pop when other artists are doing songs with Imagine Dragons and Taylor Swift? Well, I would never say Drake is a sellout. I don't agree with that. And I don't think it's bad to go pop. That's why I was saying I feel like Drake, a lot of rappers can't go pop. That's what makes Drake different. And I feel like you got to give him his props for going pop. I'm just saying if you're going to do something, do it well. Like, that's the standard we're trying to hold you to. But y'all can dick ride Kendrick all day, and y'all K-Dot fans be thinking y'all the most smart genius niggas ever. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are people who think like that, but at the same time, I had this conversation earlier about learning from music. Drake has not educated me on anything, and Kendrick's pen game, like the way he explains stuff, the storytelling, and the content like that he alludes to in his songs, it takes a lot of critical thinking skills and research to create something like that. Like you study your craft to be able to create something like that. So I think that's why a lot of Kendrick fans think they are more intelligent or the most intelligent people ever. Because it's layered. His music is layered. It's not surface level. Now, I'm not saying listening to Kendrick makes you a genius because there's people who are stupid. But I think for Kendrick to create something like that, you have to be highly intelligent. Bro, even if he did bring out old rappers from retirement, he already said he's already raised the expectations for Iceman so high the probability of failing is increased now. Yeah, I agree. The fact that you're dragging out this rollout now is making it even worse for yourself. Like, now we're going to judge you even harder because you're taking so long and you've done all this back and forth playing around. Mind you, I've been listening to Kendrick and Drake since I was 14. I've been a fan of both for almost 2 decades. Yeah. For Iceman to be really dope, Drake would have to be rapping better than 2006-7 Lil Wayne, and I don't think that's a bar he can reach. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he's really locking in, I don't know. For all we know, like Drake could drop something very fire. Maybe he's going to put out what I would like to hear from him. But we'll see. Switching topics slightly, but what's been your most memorable concert? I saw Lil B live in the Bay Area. I would say, well, my very first concert, that's like one of the most memorable ones. I saw Chris Brown for the Between the Sheets tour. That was with him, Trey Songz, and Tyga. I'm a Chris Brown stan, so that alone, just like that concert was crazy. I had floor seats, and I was like 15. Other than that, the most memorable, it's more so a mix of concerts and festivals. I saw Kendrick in 2021 at Day in Vegas Festival. That was when he popped out for the first time in 5 years, and it was leading up to Mr. Morale, and that was one of the best performances I've ever seen. And then I'd probably say probably Beyonce, seeing Beyonce this year. I've been waiting to see her since I was like 8 years old. But yeah, that concert had me crying. As soon as she came out, I just started crying. But yeah, I've been to a lot of concerts and a lot of music festivals. So I'm going to Camp Flog Gnaw next week, actually. Hip hop people always get angry when a rapper does more than rap. That's my only issue with the genre. Yeah, I'll agree. Even like, I don't know if you watch Dead End Hip Hop, but they love to critique somebody over like stepping out of the, I guess, the box for rap. And I think it's because they're older. They don't understand. But like our generation, we grew up hearing that for the first time, or like people like dabbling into both. So I definitely agree with that. I can't say much about Kendrick because I'm not that big of a fan. I'm more of a Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly. Haven't really listened to anything from Damn up to the Battle. Why is that? To be honest, I'm tired of talking K. Dot and Drake. People have their biases. What other albums have been dope this year? Yeah, let's switch topics because, to be honest, I see this shit on Twitter every single day. And I'm also tired of hearing it. Like who you like. I enjoy both people's music. I'm like, Kendrick is my favorite rapper, but like, I really, at this point, I don't really care what other people think. And nobody else should either. Enjoy the music. That's it. I've seen CB twice. He's the best performer apart from maybe Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Yeah, I agree. People love to compare him to Michael Jackson, and I hate like those comparisons because we're never gonna get another Michael Jackson. Nobody can be Michael Jackson. But yeah, I wish I would have went to his concert this year. But he's such an amazing performer. Like the energy is there 100%. I wish he would stop using autotune though. It just irritates me. Because he can sing, but he just uses so much autotune. Have you heard Stevie's Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants album? Love that album. A creative left turn, but a good one in my opinion. I don't think so. Hold on. Yeah, I have not heard that project. Now I want to check it out. I saw Chris Brown flying through the crowd in London. I'm dead. I know that was funny. Like when people first went to the concert, and then that clip of him like flying was going viral, I was just cracking up because he's not afraid of nothing. I don't mind autotune as long as it sounds good. Yeah, it's not like I don't mind autotune either, but I think Chris does the most sometimes with it. And it's just like, all right now. But I want him to go back into like his early R&B bag. Yeah, what else is going on? I came here late. Did y'all talk about the hip hop is falling off topic? I feel like we covered that just a little bit, but we were talking about mumble rap and somebody had mentioned that mainstream rap is gonna take over. But I said I disagree. Keep two, get rid of two. Excuse me, miss. With you, deuces, and give me that. Oh shit. Um, I'm gonna keep. Damn, that's hard. I'm gonna get rid of with you. I'm so sorry. I love that song, but I think. Excuse me, miss. And deuces. Give me that is like a vibe though. I think I'll keep. Excuse me, miss, because that's like young Chris Brown. I need that young CB. Uh, I think excuse me, miss, and give me that or deuces. That's so hard though. I don't know. What are y'all expecting for 2026? I don't know. Who else is going to drop? Like, who hasn't dropped in a while? I feel like we got a lot of good albums this year. But I need to dive back into R&B, like the smaller R&B artists. So I feel like I've just been focusing on rap this year because we've just been getting blessed and spoiled. Nah, excuse me, miss, and give me that keeping. It's hard for me because Deuces is so fire too. Like, it's such a classic song. If, when you listen to Stevie's Secret Life of Plants, just know that it's a soundtrack to a documentary about plants. You'll need that context wise. It may throw you off when you listen to it. What's the documentary, if you don't mind sharing? But thank you for providing the context. I'm going with you and give me that, the remix though. The remix is a classic with Lil Wayne. Giveon album is good. I need to check it out. I know he's on tour right now, but I've never dived into his music. I feel like his voice is like slightly annoying. I'm sorry. He has good vocals, but I think his voice is slightly annoying. I'm waiting for Nas and DJ Premier next month. Wait, I didn't even know they're dropping. Damn, I feel like a auntie now. Deuce's remix was really good as well. If you were active during 106 and Park days, exactly. The music video, like a classic. It's crazy. Kevin McCall is like a coon now. It's really embarrassing. I want something new for 2026. I don't know what, but at least something that'll make people move past all these debates. Yeah, I want to move past this. And that's what I also said in my last video about Drake and like the gambling, like the lawsuit and all that situation. I want everybody to just move on. We had the beef. I want to talk about something else. Let's talk about R&B. Let's talk about, I don't know, anything else. I'm just tired. It's said and done. We debated Nas and Jay-Z for about 5 years, but it wasn't this intense because no social media. You know, okay, that actually is true. Um, so yeah, like there's not like the constant conversations everywhere. You weren't opening your phone and like seeing that stuff all the time. So that's actually true. But I just want to be done. I don't know. Like, especially because there's not more diss songs coming out. Versus like Tupac and Biggie, for example, they were constantly dropping these diss tracks. Like, yes, there was still like beef there, but there was songs dropping with that. If we're not dropping songs, I don't think we should be talking about it anymore. Kevin McCall crying because he on EBT after he was insulting CB's kids. Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's so funny because he contradicted himself. There's interviews with him from like a couple years ago, and he said he spent all the money that he claims CB owes him, and now he's on child support. And now he's saying CB never paid him, that he owes him, yada, yada, yada. Like, which one is it? I love how Chris is not paying him any mind. Like, just continue doing what you're doing. Another artist that I don't. Sorry, the chat keeps moving. Another artist that I think doesn't get enough praise is Bow Wow. Out of My System, Shorty Like Mine, Fresh as I'm Is, that song with Sierra. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people. I actually had this conversation, I want to say like a month ago, because I started listening to old Bow Wow. Again, I'm like, damn, do you guys realize how hard he was rapping at such a young age? Like, he was a kid rapping like that. But yeah, I feel like maybe the expectation was just too high for him. Like, there was a lot of pressure, so he couldn't last like that long in the game. But Bow Wow is a goat, and we also have to give him his flowers too. The documentary is called Secret Life of Plants. It had a very limited release, which kind of hurt the album sales wise, since people didn't have the doc as context. It's on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I think it's nice though to have. I love like visuals, or like a good visual. So having that with the music, I think, is gonna be very good. Yeah, to be honest, hip hop is so weird now. It's all about who's the most morally intact, as if we forgot what content rappers talked about all through its history. That's actually true. Yeah. Rap was so grimy, especially in the 90s. Oh my god. So vulgar. I think people do forget that a lot of the times. Just like who you like. If we're going to talk about the greats, we have a list of criteria. If you meet that criteria, you're one of the greats. That's what it is. I lived through Nas, Jay in real time, and it was never this toxic. It was always music related, and it died off after they squashed the beef. Yeah. I just want all this stuff to just like move forward. What are your views on New York rap, and where do you think they went wrong? Do you still think they got it like that, but it's just isn't as commercial as before? Um, I think New York rap fell off, and now we have a bunch of. There's good rappers like Joey. Joey's one of my favorite rappers. Obviously Jay Z's like a classic rapper, but I think the popularity of like drill music ruined New York rap. I hate drill music. I'm so sorry. I think it's cool in maybe like a club setting, but I can't keep listening to that. I really can't keep listening to that. But yeah, there's a bunch of people talking about nothing, and now it's popular. I just can't get with it. I think there are some people who still have it like that, like Joey, like I said. Um, I think Benny the Butcher's from New York. We still have like good New York rappers, but I think what's mainstream is drill rap. Like we have like Ice Spice, for example. Like what the hell is that? New York went wrong when they started doing drill. Yeah, exactly. Be aware the doc is very boring. Very science class type of doc, lol, but the music is played throughout, so that helps. I'm crying. I just try to be unbiased. Don't like how people judge one person for gambling, but Jay Z and Nas are building casinos. Oh no, we can talk about that too. I'm not here for that either. I think that that's coon behavior, knowing how like dangerous that is. And I think not enough people are talking about. Thank you for bringing that up. I think not enough people are talking about that. I don't support Drake with this gambling. I've already said in my other videos that I'm not a fan of Jay Z because I feel like he's selfish and only cares about himself. And with Nas doing this, like the casino stuff too, I think that's disgusting. Like, it's really disgusting. But my argument would be that New York rappers in the 90s had diabolical lyrics, almost as bad as drill. Do you have an example? Like who? There were some crazy lyrics though in the 90s. Um, but like I said, it was just vulgar. Like the 90s was so vulgar. Like nobody had a filter. But I think also with 90s rap is that people had crazy flows. Like there was their unique sounds, and then crazy flows. The drill is just the same repetitive stuff, and you're not talking about anything. I feel like if you're not going to talk about anything, at least try and make it like more entertaining, or like switch it up. I don't know. Like be good in at least one aspect, I guess. New York needs to be united. Designer just dropped and it was okay. Young and May don't even rap as much as she used to, but she's amazing. Apparently she was sick. Like I think she was having like liver, like kidney issues and stuff. And then people were saying that she was pregnant, which is crazy. But I feel like that applies to just the rap game in general. Like Obviously, there's gonna be beef and stuff. I feel like that's a normal thing, but I feel like music and just rap in general is not united. Like, think about all the classic songs we used to get where a bunch of rappers hopped on a track and rap. We don't get that stuff anymore because there's a lot of jealousy. People aren't together. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the casinos fire topic. Yeah. Like, why are we doing this? We don't need casinos. We need schools. We need libraries. We need places for the children to go to so that they're not going outside, committing crime, selling drugs, doing all this negative stuff. Like, why are we building casinos? We don't need casinos. People don't have money, especially in New York City. A lot of those people can't even barely afford their rent. The city alone is so expensive. So why are we building a casino? Keep two, get ready to Kanye edition. Oh shit. Flashing lights, can't tell me nothing. Devil in a new dress, and all falls down. Okay. Flashing lights, I'm keeping. That's one of my favorite Kanye songs of all time. Um. Ooh. I'll say. Keep flashing lights and I'll put All Falls Down because that was like such a classic song. But if I could pick another one, I would do Devil in a New Dress. Can't Tell Me Nothing, I would drop that one. Have you tapped into Big L? His Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous album is a classic. Everybody keeps talking about it, but I haven't checked it out yet. Nas in the 90s shot him in the neck. Now he's bleeding like a philiac. This is how drill rappers rap now. LMAO. Um, yes, but no. I don't know. Like, there's no wordplay or like anything interesting about the drill rap now. I remember that era when six rappers would be on the remix for one track. Exactly. Even in R&B, like we don't get a bunch of singers on a song or a mix of like singers and rappers. I really miss those days where we just got like a bunch of our favorite artists together, but we're not going to get it anymore. Not even close. New York rap now is eviler. Yeah, like everything is just so dark. Also, so dark. Like okay, the 90s was dark though. I can't even lie. The 90s was very dark, but I feel like now is even more dark. Bring back posse cuts and rap. Yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a fan of southern rap though, like southern rappers than anything. It's cuz labels don't like when people feature that much cuz one label doesn't want to split money for a song with more labels. I can see that. See, money and capitalism is going to be the downfall of society. Like at the end of the day, everybody's so greedy now that we can't even enjoy life and the things that we used to. You have to pay for everything, or you're trying to cut costs on this to invest in this and that. And it's like, oh my God, like ads are out of control, subscriptions are out of control. Everything is a subscription. I'm tired. Man, who remembers the Make It Rain remix by Fat Joe? I'm dead. I went to the Davido concert like a couple months ago in Brooklyn, and he brought out Fat Joe. That was so unexpected. 90s rappers showed some intellect, although the lyrics were dark. There was a lot of humor and wit accompanying that to the drill. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there was more to it. That's why, like, the music is still good. Despite it being dark, there was more to the music than just dark ass lyrics. There was still lyricism, or there was storytelling, or there was a good flow. Like, now it's just here's music, and it all sounds the same. Artists need to bring back mixtapes. Back then, that was the cheat sheet code for releasing music because it was fire. I also genuinely miss the Dat Piff days. Oh my God, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get mixtapes anymore like that. But think about all your favorite rappers have mixtapes. Like the best rappers have fire mixtapes. The newer artists, they don't have those mixtapes. We're losing recipes for real. I read somewhere that the last time we got the biggest artist in the game on one track was Forever with Wayne. Someone said we could have had that again on first person shooter if K Dot didn't decline it. That's interesting. I never saw that. But there's just so many great rappers. Like we're not outside of even like Kendrick and Drake. Like I would love to see collaborations from like maybe more Southern rappers and New York rappers, or like the West Coast versus the East Coast rappers. Man, imagine if the big three got on first person shooter. Hip hop would have championed it with no divide. Hell yeah. But we're not getting it. That's another collab I wish we would have gotten. Was all three of them on a track, just like, or a project as a whole. That would be so cool. What do you think about what Jay-Z said that nobody can F with him in a versus? Um, I think what people fail to realize is that versus is not um it's like the order of it matters. And I feel like Drake can definitely go toe to toe with Jay-Z in a versus. A versus is not about like only lyricism and all that stuff. Like it's about the hits. Like if I play this song, the other person should be able to play a song. It's like, oh, that beats this. But it also, some of their music doesn't align either. So I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I will forever hate Kendrick for not getting on first person shooter with Cole and Drizzy. Generational missed opportunity. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. That's one thing I'll say about Kendrick. Sometimes he really pisses me off, and I wish he would do more features. But I think he's very stingy with like his time and stuff. But I would love to hear him like more often. Biggie had some dark content, but he had presence and charisma that so many lack today. Not to mention that he was a god tier spitter. Yeah, exactly. That's another aspect. Is like the charisma and like even your personality. That changes up everything and how you approach the song. Like it makes it fun, memorable. These new drill rappers, there's nothing. There's a lack of soul, personality, everything. Everybody's doing the same exact thing. Early 2000s mixtapes were on fire, and that was New York. Mid 2000s to early 2010s, I think the South had the bigger run when it comes to mixtapes. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. The mid 2000s to early like 2010s, Southern rap really took over. I mean, they were still huge in the early 2000s too, but I think that was like their era. Versus only works better when it's two contemporaries of the same generation, in my opinion. Yeah, like I'm sure you guys watched the verses during lockdown with a lot of different celebrities. It's usually your like other half. But if we're talking in that context, then yeah, I guess not. People are probably gonna say Nas, but it's like no, Nas doesn't have as many hits as Jay-Z does. So I guess in that context, yeah, we could do a Jay-Z versus a Beyonce versus, and she'll wash him. My biggest wish is to hear Jay, Nas, Kanye, Kendrick, Cole on a crazy Kanye beat, just going insane. That would be crazy. That would actually be crazy. But yeah, like I said, there's Jay-Z and Kanye don't mess with each other. So we're never getting that. And I wish Kendrick and Cole would collaborate, but we're probably never getting that either. Yeah, Versus is a tricky format. It's probably why somebody like Soulja Boy did it so well on his when it comes to hits. He has them. Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to bring the hits and it matters like the order. Like you save the best song for last. But Soulja Boy's was so good. I love like the Brandy and Monica one. There was a whole bunch. I wish we could go back because Versus was the time. Kendrick was on Playboy Cardi album. You like it? At first I actually wasn't the biggest fan and then it grew on me. But yeah, I love it now. I actually love it now. He's stingy with his time but put multiple features on a Cardi album. I mean, that's one project and it I don't think that required that much. But I'm talking about like in general. He doesn't do features like that. Kendrick didn't get on the track because he wasn't cool with Drake. Why would I get on a track with someone I have a long-standing beef with and we haven't addressed the issue? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. I mean, in a perfect world, that would have been cool to have, but of course, we're not getting that. Nas's catalog and hits see deeper than you think. For those who grew up in that era, that would be a very competitive versus. Okay, yeah, I guess I could say for me personally, um, or even like I can speak for the mainstream listeners, like people are gonna think Jay-Z over Nas. But I guess for like the more and more like hip hop heads, then probably. But that's like the locks and like that versus a lot of those songs I don't know like because I don't listen to their music, but it was one of like the best verses that they had. I agree. Ego is a powerful thing. My favorite verses was Erica Badu and Jill Scott. Ooh, that was a good one. I love the D'Angelo one because it was just him by himself. That's what I dislike about these feuds. Can't get a 50 and Jaw collab. Nope. No Wayne and Pusha features. No more Ye and Jay. Forget a Drake and Kendrick collab. Yeah, like all of your favorite artists who together would make crazy music. We're never getting that stuff. Nas and Jay would be a nice versus. Depends on if the crowd is more hip hop or more general music fans. Exactly. I feel like now, I feel like it would probably be more of. It could be a mix. I don't know. I feel like during lockdown, that was like true fans of their music, but it was also just like a time to reminisce on the past. I don't know. It was like a mix of both. So I don't know. It could go two ways. Even the J. Cole and Kendrick tape that would have dropped, do understand that will never happen. Yeah, I was so sick about that. The fact that they teased it and then they had the Black Friday like drop thing, that really pissed me off. Hey yo, where the hell is J. Cole? Riding his bike in New York City. Who had the best Black Friday verse? Um, I think Kendrick ate Cole up, like lyrically, but I personally enjoyed Cole's better. Hot take. But who do y'all think had the better Black Friday verse? Back in the lockdown days, I pitched a Missy Elliott and a Nicki versus. Who you got on that one? That's hard. I love both. I don't know. It's a weird comparison, but like, I guess if I had to pick, I think Missy Elliott because she has her own songs and then songs that she's written for other artists that are also hits. So I think I'm gonna go with Missy Elliott. Dot Wash Cole. Yeah, he definitely did. But I just enjoy like hearing Cole's version better. It feels like we champion divisiveness and then look back wishing we had the collabs from our greats. Um I would say yes, like it has become an even like tougher competition now. But yeah, I guess we have to like strive for that unity, but I just feel like the music industry is such in a weird space right now. And then the labels are just more and more controlling on what the artist is able to do. So it's not even up to like the musician at that point. People are like signed to 360 deals. So yeah, I think it's a mix of like one, people don't care anymore, but also two, the labels don't want it. Kendrick had the better performance on that track and the beat was better too. Cole's beat selection didn't help much with his lyrics. He could have chosen a different Kendrick beat. Um, I like the alright beat. I gotta disagree with that one. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, hip hop is very toxic because now all the rappers saying they ain't making money, but rap is always at its best when people collab. Yeah, exactly. Like those live on forever. Those collaborations, we really see like everybody's individual like personality and like skill set, but it's nice to see it all in like one place. And everybody does it well on a fire beat. I'll probably stay on for like 10 more minutes, but let me know what other content you guys want to see on YouTube as well. Listen to Poetic Justice and tell me they won't have made a fire track in the future. I'm dead. Yeah, that would have been an amazing project. That's when Drake was like so passionate. If you're ever looking to get into Prince, his Purple Rain album and his Sign Oh the Times album would be good places to start. Oh yeah, Purple Rain I know is like a classic. I'll definitely check it out. Thank you. I'm about to go, but try out Quan for R&B. I've heard a bunch of people recommending Quan, but I haven't listened to any music. But I'll definitely check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. You'll like it. Okay, bet. Thank you for joining the live, by the way. I appreciate the discussion. Content idea. You write a list of songs, and someone you know or a fan writes their list. They don't see each other's, and you play them versus style. Songs go head to head. It'll be cool to see. Interesting. I like that idea. I'm gonna write that down. If you're asking us to recommend music, I would say Young Thug's album, Beautiful Thugger Girls. It's one of those different albums, not the usual. Is that album where he's in whiteface? But it doesn't have to be music reactions, just like music content in general. I have some ideas coming up, so stay tuned for like future content. But yeah, it can be anything in general. It doesn't have to be music reactions. Based on watching your previous reactions, I think you'll actually like more of the deep cuts on the recent Drake albums when you get there, if you actually give them a chance. We shall see. I'll be posting a Patreon reaction on Friday and then another reaction next week. But we shall see. Would you guys date someone who likes complete opposite music to you? No. I can't. I feel like we have to like similar, like there has to be a common theme in between both of us. Cuz that's how I feel like we're going to relate to each other in a way. But you could also put me on to music as well. But I feel like we have to like some of the same stuff. No, not the Whiteface album. It's a 2017, 2018 album. I might have heard it. I'll check it out though. Not liking the commercial songs or understanding, but it's good stuff in there. Okay. Which albums are next for reactions? On Friday, I'm dropping album reaction to not Take Care Package actually. But that will be a Patreon exclusive. So if you would love to see Care Package, definitely join my Patreon to see that one. I do have Mac Miller up next also. And I can't remember the other one. I gotta check. But I just dropped a JID reaction yesterday. Reactions to performances of legendary artists, perhaps. Ooh, I would love to do that too. Something different again. Heard Fat by Casual, West Coast hip hop from the group Hieroglyphics. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll check that out. React to Miguel's performance at Made in America in like 2014. That will be interesting to do as well. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Or maybe reactions to classic 90s hip and or R&B albums like Illmatic or maybe Mary J's. See, that's the thing. I know those projects. I can't do those because I actually know those. But somebody recommended like some DMX albums too, so I was thinking about doing that. I'll be down to do like maybe NWA or something. MJ's 1988 Grammy performance is a must watch. Yeah, I've seen that also. React to acid rap. I'm very familiar with acid rap. I used to listen to Chance and like his mixtape days and stuff. I feel like I gotta make a video or something of like telling y'all what I actually listen to or what I have listened to so that you guys know what you can suggest. Chance made me want to try LSD. I'm crying. I've never wanted to try that. That's too scary for me. Make a video of albums you listened to when you were young. I could do that. Would you want like rap or something? Okay, all right, calm down. Let's relax. How old do y'all think I am? Like, I'm very curious. Like, how old do you guys think I actually am? Oh, damn. Damn, are y'all like 10 or something? If I'm considered old? But yeah, I'm 26. You have an old soul and are familiar with the classics. Your Stevie fandom is enough for me for your age. I'm crying. Yeah, I actually do have an old soul. And I think it's because of my parents. I grew up on like a lot of funk, R&B, soul, and like the 90s rap. And then that early 2000s like neo soul era and stuff. 29 is crazy. That's actually crazy. You're 28. Okay. Good parenting. Yeah, I thank my parents for my music taste. Like, I love my music taste because of them. I grew up on Shaka Khan. I love Shaka Khan. Nah, some of us are older. We were there for Biggie versus Pac. By the time Jay versus Nas happened, I understood every curse word. That's crazy. I wasn't even like in the womb when Biggie and Pac was happening. Yes, legit top five. Oh my God. Bye, Brandon. But I think that's a solid list. You got like a mix of everything. I'm 39, officially unk status. You're still young though. I feel like the young kids were gonna say you're an unk, but you're still young. Damn, I didn't even know what hip hop was when Biggie and Tupac beefed. That's hilarious. Yeah, we were babies. Like, well, I didn't even exist, but that was like people were babies. Any favorite funk albums or artists slash bands? Parliament. I love Parliament. My dad, oh my God, don't even get me started. Like, the Mothership Connection. I love Bootsy Collins. Like, honestly, that whole wave of like 70s funk and like 80s, even like that disco era. I love all that music. Damn, Hit 'em Up was 96. I wasn't alive then. Yeah. What's my top five? This wasn't for like rappers or anything. This was like nothing specific. I just wanted to know what top five artists people would listen to if you had like no other choice. But for me, my top five is Michael Jackson, Kendrick, Stevie Wonder, Beyonce, and there was someone else I'm forgetting. Probably Chris Brown. Yeah. You went right into it. Yes, Parliament. Yeah. Those are classics. Oh my God. Zapp and Roger, Funkadelic, Gap Band, all of those. Like, I literally listen to that every day. Like, that's actual good music. CB, Drake, Jay Z, Lil Wayne, Lauryn Hill. Oh yeah, I think you did say that earlier, and I said that was a good mix. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now, but thank you guys, everybody who watched the live, drop some comments, engaged. I really appreciate all the love. Make sure you guys watch my most recent reaction and join my Patreon if you haven't already to check out like the other reactions and stuff. But I appreciate all of you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna log off now.